Welcome back to the Rich Life with Jules, the podcast where we talk all things health, fitness, business, and mindset to get you out of your own way and into building your rich life. Today, I have got three pieces of advice for ambitious women with big goals. And I'm not overselling it when I say these three pieces of advice are literally game changing. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to save the most controversial one for last, because some people are going to hear the third one, the last one, and be like, huh. But other people are going to hear it and be like, yeah, I feel seen, and then they're going to take action. So let's see what side you fall into. Feeling a wee bit sassy this morning. So, first one is very, very simple and it's very basic, but it is move quicker. Stop delaying taking action to make yet another plan or tweak another plan or look at something in more detail. Yes, you do need to plan stuff out. You do need to think about what you're going to do, especially if this is a business goal we're thinking about. You do need to think about, especially if you're going to hire a coach. You do need to look at coaches, who suits you best. Maybe you talk to a few different coaches. So you do need to make a level of plan. But in my experience of watching people with health and fitness goals and with business goals, the one thing that is holding the majority of people back is they're not moving quick enough. So for example, somebody with health and fitness goals, they're like, oh yeah, but I need to buy new trainers first. Put on your old trainers and just go out a walk. Do not delay walking round 3 blocks until you've got new trainers. Or people are like, I will know I need to move some stuff about my schedule before I start going to the gym so that I can go to the gym 3 times a week because I don't want to start when I can only go once a week. Why don't you want to start when you can only go once a week? People are waiting for the perfect situations before they do something. They are following coaches on Instagram for 3 months before reaching out to them. They are waiting too long before they do anything. You can start this journey. You can start making tweaks. You can start going to the gym before the perfect time. You can start by going out a walk around the block before you've got new trainers. You do not have to have all of your ducks in a row to make a start. And when it comes to business goals, I watch coaches all the time plan and plan and plan and tweak a plan and make another plan and change a plan before they have done anything. Start with the basics of your plan. Make a basic plan. What do you think this product or this service is going to be? Do a wee bit of market research, lay out how it's going to look, and then get started. So many times I have seen somebody who just started with a basic outline and a rough idea of where they were going and a bit of market research to back up the fact that the product does have product market fit. They've just started working with people, and as they have worked with people, they've been like, oh, I see what needs to be tweaked. I see what needs to be changed. They have made improvements as they have gone along. And so often I see coaches who are on version 3 of their product and they have made so many improvements, they have learned so much, versus somebody who is not even on version 1 yet, who has not even started yet, because all they have done is more research and more planning and more tweaking. So I'm not saying start without any form of plan, which is probably the way I do a lot of things. So plan a wee bit more than me. Don't move just quite as quick as me, because I tend to move too quick and then I'm like, maybe I should have thought that out a wee bit more. Think about what your natural default is. Are you an excessive planner? Are you stopping yourself from taking action because you're like, I'll tweak the plan? Oh, what about this? Oh, I need to write all of this out. I need to think about this more. Are you holding yourself back because you are not moving quick enough? And in Atomic Habits, they talk about the difference between being in motion and action. And motion is what a lot of people are in. They are reading reviews for trainers, they are looking at different gyms, they are thinking about buying stuff from Gymshark or Next or wherever. They're looking at new leggings, they're asking people for recommendations, but they're not actually doing any of the work for their health and fitness. They're like, oh, but I need to buy a new yoga mat. Oh, I need to clear out that spare room. Use your haul. Do something, move quicker. And the same with your business goals. If you have been sitting with that plan for 8 weeks, you're good to go more than likely. Just start. Nobody expects your business or your product or your service to be absolutely perfect on day one, because they're not looking at it from the same perspective that you're looking at it. They just need you to be able to solve their problem. And if you can do that while tweaking and improving the service, you will get much more than sitting at your laptop with no clients, not working with anyone, getting no real life experience, than you will actually working with people and tweaking the plan as you go. So my first piece of advice for ambitious women with big audacious goals is move quicker. No matter what, even if it's decorating your house, start moving. Let's get the cupboards and all that cleared out. Move quicker. My second piece of advice is kind of a two-parter, right? Number one, or well, no, not number one, because this is point two. So two, A and B it is, right? So two, A is start every day from zero. I give this advice to my clients when they're working on a weight loss goal all the time. I do not love calorie goals that are averaged over the week, because people will use up all their calories one day and then they're like, oh, to average it over the week, I need to eat absolutely rubbish calories for the next 4 days, and then they just sack it off. And it makes too much of a variance. If you're in a calorie deficit and you're managing your calories, the closer you can stay to a consistent amount, on more days than not, it's easier to manage. So I say to my clients, they've all got a calorie zone. So they don't have one specific number of calories. It's in a zone of a pushing end of the zone and a relaxed end of the zone. And I tell them to start every day from zero. See, no matter what happened yesterday, get up to date, start from zero. Every day is a 0 day. So every time you get up in the morning, wee bit like the Truman Show. Remember that film where every day just looped around and every day was a new day and nothing, they don't remember anything from the day before? That's what you want. No matter what happened the day before, you start every day from zero, because whether it be your calories, your steps, your workouts, your business, your posts on social media, whatever it is you're doing, I don't want you to start the day from a deficit of having to make up for yesterday or the day before or the day before that. If you start every day from zero, you will get more done overall. If you're thinking about calories and you're like, no, if I start the day from zero, I'm not going to be able to pay back from yesterday. I don't want you to pay back from yesterday. I want you to start from fresh today. And overall, you will consume less in calories. The same is true for taking actions. If you're looking at steps, if you're looking at social media posts, if you are looking at anything you are doing for your business, things that you're going to make, changes you're going to make, anything at all, if you're always looking back at what you need to make up for yesterday, or you don't think you can bring your average up enough by the end of the week, you will do less today. So starting every day from zero, give yourself a fresh start. For example, with posting on social media, one post a day. So see if you missed yesterday, it doesn't matter, because you're starting from today and you're going to give yourself a 0 day. Do your one post today. Start from zero. You will get more done overall by starting every day from a clean slate, from a blank page, from any other metaphor that I can think of, for starting each day from zero. And this then leads me to point 2B. The second part of point 2 of starting every day from zero is look at your daily actions. Everybody underestimates the impact of daily actions. Again, back to Atomic Habits. This isn't a plug for Atomic Habits, but there's just a couple of points that really relate to it. And it's an excellent book if you have not read it. It talks about greatness in the moment. All of your top athletes, your really successful business people, they don't be successful because of the outcome of their actions. They are successful because they do the little things, they do the daily actions. And this is when you're looking at your goals. A lot of people are like, it's just one day, it doesn't matter. Well, if today doesn't matter, well, why would tomorrow matter? Starting every day from zero and giving every day the same level of importance and your absolute best shot overall means that you will achieve way, way more. So thinking about every day matters. You start the day with the intention that Every day starts from zero. And then you give it absolutely everything that you have got for that day. You make every single day count. If it doesn't go to plan, it doesn't go to plan, right? If you start out with the greatest of intentions of making the most of this day, something comes up, the car breaks down, you get sick, the kids get sick, whatever happens, it's fine because you can start tomorrow from zero. But not giving every day a level of importance and underestimating what you can get done in a day and the compounding effect of small daily actions is where a lot of people are going wrong. Think about it for calories, for steps, for posts on social media. One doesn't matter. One day of steps does not matter. One day of hitting your calories does not matter. One day of posting on social media actually doesn't matter. If you take that attitude and you compound that out to a week, and then it's a month, and then it's a year, that's why you've not achieved the goals in the year, because you're looking at the whole year. If you look at every day as today is the day to get stuff done, and you do that today, that also compounds to tomorrow, and then the next day, and then it's a week, and then it's been a whole week of action, and then it's a month of action. How much does that add up? Massively. It all compounds. So think of every day is important and don't underestimate what you can get done in a day. It seems small what you can get done in a day, but it matters because you take that day and you add it to another day and you add it to another day and you add it to another day. And this is where the most successful people get the stuff done is they don't think, oh, it's just one day, I'll not bother. They do the small daily things, and this is how you achieve goals. You want to make £1,000,000 in your business. You want to lose £35. You can't just look at the big picture. You have to look at the daily actions for any goal. Literally any goal. It's the small daily actions that get you to the weekly goal, to the monthly goal, to the 6 monthly goal, to the annual goal. If you want 2026, December 2026, to be the year that you look back and you're like, oh, smashed it. I have absolutely killed it this year. I am so proud of myself. Start with thinking about what your daily actions are. Point three. Oh. Point three is if you want to get more done, if you want to achieve your goals, you need to take responsibility for your actions. Do not palm this off on other people. Oh, nobody told me. Oh, nobody checked in with me. Oh, nobody reminded me. Oh, nobody was making me do it. It is on you. You are an adult with big dreams and big goals. It is up to you to take responsibility for this. When I had my studios, I used to hear a lot of people say, oh, if I get a coach, they will make me do it. Nothing could be further from the truth. If you are not willing to take responsibility as a grown up for doing the things that need to be done, a coach absolutely cannot make you do it. It's not a school. They're not your mum. You need to take responsibility for doing the actions. And I know a lot of people are going like, well, wait a minute. A lot of coaches say that the whole point behind having a coach, other than having a strategic plan, other than having the knowledge, having somebody help you with your actions. A lot of coaches say that the benefit of having a coach is accountability. Yes, it completely is. Do you want to know the definition of accountability? What actually accountability is? Because accountability does not absolve you of responsibility. I looked up the definition of accountability and I'm going to tell you what it is. Accountability is the acceptance of responsibility and taking ownership for your actions. Accountability is being answerable to someone. It is someone who you say, yep, I will do the thing, whether it be the putting out podcasts for your business, whether it's marketing your business, whether it is communications to clients, whether it is learning a new skill, whether it is doing your steps, doing your workouts, whatever it is you are accountable to someone for, they're going to come and check in with you. And you have promised them that you are going to take responsibility and ownership for these actions. You are owning the outcome of the daily actions that are required. A coach or anybody that's holding you accountable, whether it is your pal, whether it's your husband, whether it's one of your kids, whether it's the person you sit next to in work, they're not making you do it. The responsibility still lies with you. I have a coach for handstands, right? Because I want to get better at handstands. And I've also got somebody that helps me with running that I can speak to about running to make that journey more effective. So I have people who are helping me, coaching me with these goals, but they are not coming round my house every day and being like, have you done your down dogs today? Have you done your press ups today? Have you ran today? Because the responsibility is on me. They are making my journey more effective. They are making my journey quicker. They are making it easier. They are making it much more strategic for me and getting me further quicker. But at the end of the day, the responsibility to do the daily things, to do the training sessions, is on me. So if you're waiting for somebody to be standing over you and being like, have you done the thing you said that you would do? If you have got a coach and they are assigning you targets, assigning you workouts, and unless they're actually phoning you up and being like, have you done these things? If you're just patching it, you're not taking responsibility for it. There's a big, big difference between accountability and responsibility. So if you're not taking responsibility for owning your own goals, that is going to make a big, big difference. I've had a couple of different business mentors in my 10-year business career, which will actually be 10 years in the next 2 weeks. And what would happen at all of the meetings with my business mentors, it was different people at different times, is we would get together, talk about what had happened, make a plan, and I would leave these meetings with a list of actions. And the way I approached this was taking the list of actions. I would start on this list of actions the second I get out the door from the meeting or the second the call ended. I would move quickly and start on these actions. I would get as much done as I could. And I used the actions as a springboard to do more, to learn more, to gather more data, to get more ideas, so that when I came back to that next business mentor meeting, well, that's a mouthful. When I come back to this next meeting with my business mentor, I had all of this data, I had all of this information. I didn't look at the actions and be like, right, well, as long as I can get them done before that meeting, that's fine. And do the bare minimum that I could do. I used that as my springboard to get more done and to move quicker. I took responsibility for those actions. They didn't follow up with me in between, being like, you know, those actions you said you would do last week, did you do them? Because I had a meeting with them like a month later. So I knew I had to get on with my actions, take responsibility for my actions, and get as much done as I can using the help that the coach was giving me and the accountability of having more done by the time I met up with him. I used that as my motivation and I took responsibility for doing the actions and for the outcome of the actions. So ask yourself, are you taking responsibility for your goals? Are you taking responsibility for your actions, or are you waiting for somebody to come along and push you? Or are you pushing yourself with the help of others? Because they're very different things. So I would love to hear what you're going to do differently. How are you going to move quicker? What are you going to do on a day? What are your daily actions that you are going to do to get closer to your goals? And does that resonate with you about responsibility? Are you putting the responsibility on someone else of getting stuff done and waiting for someone else to come and drag you along to do it? Or are you taking responsibility and using the help of others to springboard yourself into reaching your goals? I would love to hear what you're going to do differently and what your thoughts are on that. And I will speak to you very soon.